Hello everybody, welcome back to the 90th Minute and welcome to the 90th Minute 2020 Award Show. The boys are looking good today, we all dressed up, fantastic. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Remember to hit like on this video and comment down below. Give us your winners for each category. We'll go through the rules in a little bit, but quickly. I got Lucas, we got Woz, Maddie, Greg, myself, Liam. Welcome to the 90th Minute Award Show for 2020. What a year it has been, boys. Football's been put on hold for a while. It's become back. There's been fans. There's been no fans. Ultimately, there's been some great moments in the game that we all love. So let's go over the categories first, and then we'll get into our winners and nominations. So the categories we are going to have our nominations and winners for are the Player of the Year. The Young Player of the Year has to be under 21 years old. We're also going to go through our Coach of the Year. I'm pretty sure we all know who is going to win that one. Also, the Performance of the Year by a player, as well as the biggest surprise moment of 2020. Of course, there's been some big ones. And then at the very end, all five of us are going to collectively come together and make our Team of the Year. So, yeah, there's going to be some big awards handed out. I mean, this is the most prestigious award show I think football has ever had. I mean, the Ballon d'Or got canceled this year, and here we are filling its boots 100%. Let's start it off big, though. Let's go into our Player of the Year. I know all five of us, I have a feeling we're going to be picking a very similar man, but I'm going to let Wozinho kick things off.
Well, Martin Braithwaite, he's had a big season at Barcelona. I'm kidding, I'm sorry. This is pretty easy. Let's just look at the stats. It's got to be Robert Lewandowski. The man's won everything in football this year, and his goal-scoring record for Bayern was insane. Compared to Messi and Ronaldo, he had a huge impact. One of the best, probably the best finisher in the world, best number 9 in the world. I mean, Ronaldo and Messi, they had a great season for Barca and, Juve, but I think Lewandowski takes the cake.
Now let's get our other Polishman out of the way first. Lucas?
I think Woz said it best. My pick is also Mr. Robert Lewandowski, treble winner, top goal scorer, one of the best seasons we've seen in a while from a player not named Messi and Ronaldo, and you could say he outperformed those two this season. Well, I am, because I chose him as my Player of the Year.
Greg, who do you have?
It's, of course, Lewandowski. Like, there's no chance it was any other player. Deserved the Ballon d'Or this year, 100%. And honestly, and of course his team did better as well, right? So,
Rasta, what are you feeling?
Why you even need to ask me this question? Why are we even asking everyone this question?
Man.
Yeah,
just
Hey, man.
the Player of the Year is Robert Lewandowski. Okay, that's it. We can now move to the Youth Player of the Year.
And it's
Or
a
you
clean
want something
sweep
different?
because 5 out of 5,
Yeah.
Robert Lewandowski has won the 90th Minutes Player of 2020. Good job, Robert.
I mean, I think we got that out of the way early because it was pretty
It's
obvious.
pretty clean and dry.
It's no surprise.
His numbers don't lie. His club numbers in terms of trophies don't lie. He's been brilliant all year.
In past years, it might have been closer between Ronaldo and Messi. This year, not as much.
Young Player of the Year. They have to be under 21 years old. If you're making a sneaky one, we will fact check you. But Wozinho, do you want to kick it off again?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think you guys might be a little surprised in mine, but it's Haaland.
Why would I be surprised?
Why are
that's
you
not
doing
surprising.
No, okay. I thought you guys were expecting me to say Davies or something. No, for me it's Haaland, 100%. The guy, he was insane at Dortmund. As soon as he kicked things off at Dortmund, he was scoring goals in the Champions League. He was nuts. What else can I say about him? The man's been compared to there's always Haaland versus Mbappe right now. So
Mbappe is not under 21, so he is not. He's no longer.
no, but
eligible
I'm
for
saying
this
people are
award.
kind of in that rivalry
We're
conversation.
clearing up the comment section already.
Yeah.
What about Mbappe? Well, no, he's not under 21. Should we go in the same order? Lucas, do you want to go second?
Sure. I know there's several players you can mention. Obviously Haaland, there's Alphonso Davies. João Felix is technically 21, so he's not considered for this award. But
21 and under.
Oh, 21 and under. Well, I guess
Yes.
João Felix has shown some good signs the second half of the 2020, and he was a little slow in the first half, but I'm not going to choose him. I think I will go with Mr. Haaland. I wanted to be a bit different, but now I'll go Haaland.
I was getting ready for the Schoboschlei.
If Sancho had a better second half this season, I would have chosen him, but has not shown much in this new campaign.
I mean, Lucas, you can't forget about Mr. Ansu Fati, who's been playing well at Barcelona.
He's also had a
That's
big injury
before-
this season, though, which
Yeah.
hasn't helped him.
Haaland has just been killing it all year.
Is that who your vote is for?
Oh, 100%. Without a doubt. I love
Rasta?
me some Fonzie, but it's Haaland.
I don't know why we're going through all of this. It's going to be Haaland again. Yeah.
Well, this is
I dare
one
you
hell
pick
of an
someone
award
different.
show because we're all just picking the exact same guy. 5 out of 5. Erling Brot Haaland has
obvious.
won the Young Player of the Year. Congratulations! Insert the clip
Obvious,
of him
though,
rapping.
That's,
don't.
I think it's pretty obvious.
And you know what? Let's keep the obvious train going because we're moving on to the Manager of the Year. Now, for the actual FIFA awards, Jurgen Klopp won this one. Suspect, a little suspect. Are we all thinking the exact same match? Should we just get this out of the way really
Just
quick?
get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, how can you not choose Hansi Flick?
Hansi Flick for Bayern Munich. He won every trophy possible. His first season managing the first team. He came in and he absolutely turned around the club because they were a bit shambolic when he took over. And ultimately,
Yeah.
Hansi Flick has well deserved the
And-
90th minute Manager of the Year.
And it's not even just the Bundesliga that he kind of dominated. It was the Champions League. He
Everything.
didn't lose a single game. He demolished a couple teams in the way. I'm not going to mention any teams, but
I think
Yeah.
Ike Setien deserves a shout for this award, to be honest.
I thought
Yeah,
Neil
he helped a
Lennon
little.
Neil Lennon was good, but he fell apart at the very end of 2020.
yeah, Solskjaer was great.
Yeah, he was at the
Oh,
wheel.
yeah.
And of course,
got third.
I mean, and Jurgen Klopp, he was great this season. Helped Liverpool win their first Premier League title in many years. But of course, he even admitted himself, Hansi Flick deserves the award. So, yes.
Special shout out to Scott Parker. Good at Fulham. Good job. Okay.
Shrek's face,
We're moving
man.
on now to
Oh.
our performance of the year. Now, this is an individual or like a couple of players that had just an absolutely remarkable 90 minutes kind of thing. Do you want me to kick mine off first, or do you guys want to go first?
Go for it, young blood.
You can go first.
Yeah.
You
go
go.
for
You go.
I was looking through. I was trying to figure out who. Me and Greg hung out yesterday after on a Zoom call after we filmed our last video, and I was like, I can't think of someone who had a fantastic 90 minutes of just a revolutionary. I ended up going with Heung-min Son and Harry Kane, match day 2, where Heung-min Son scored 4 goals and Harry Kane had 4 assists. I was like, that's pretty good. I gotta be honest, that was a pretty good match for them. Not only was it a great performance, but the goals they scored were very, very good. So I think the two of them will get my nod for the performance of the year.
Man, I guess great minds think alike, man. I went for Heung-min Son in that game, too. That's my fucking guy.
It was a great 90 minutes he had.
Fantastic. Who's next?
Greggy?
Who wants the mic?
See, I'm really upset that this happened the last month of 2019 because think of Timo Werner's game back in December. Oh, it was fantastic. But
Maybe
because
just
I
do
can't do
a
that.
little asterisk exclaimer. Greg tried to choose.
Yeah.
He tried to choose Lewandowski's 5 goals in 9 minutes. I went, Greg, that was 3 years ago. He goes, no. I was this year. I was like, no, Greg. Pep Guardiola was manager.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, for me it is Heung-min Son as well. Or I was also gonna go with Ollie Watkins against Liverpool.
That's
Yeah.
I guess I'll go
Lucas,
next.
yeah.
I was similar with Greg. Well, not with the pick, but with my original choice, what actually happened December of last year, December 27th. I was going to pick Alexander Arnold's performance against Leicester, where it was just a match that just showcased his ability as a footballer at its best. And unfortunately, that happened late December last year, so it doesn't count. So my pick will go to Mr. Josip Ilicic for Atalanta for his hat-trick against Valencia.
Fair
I like
enough.
that one.
Good
Thank you,
shout,
Lucas.
good
Something
shout.
different.
Who you got, Wazinho?
Well, I mean, like you guys said, there's not one that stands out. There isn't like a couple years ago where Messi absolutely destroyed Bayern Munich or anything like that. So, but I don't know. I think from what that really comes to mind though is probably Alphonso Davies against Barcelona or against Chelsea.
I was gonna say Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's where he kind of like took the stage for the first time at Bayern almost, or kind of put his name out there, like, hey, I'm here. This is for real. And I don't know. He's had some amazing performances, Alphonso Davies, especially playing as a left back. I can't remember the last time a left back has had such an exciting year, or to say such.
That match against Chelsea was
Marcelo?
definitely my second.
Yeah, I mean, I know Marcelo, without a doubt. He was fantastic with Real Madrid, but I don't know. I just feel like Alphonso Davies just kind of took newspapers by storm, almost, it seems.
I mean, the hype
It was
was
a great
more real
performance
for
by
him.
him, but
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it.
But so 3 out of 5 of us have chosen Heung-min Son, his 4 goals, match day 2 of the Premier League, and Harry Kane's 4 assists. There's no official award for this one, but there you go. There's the 90th minutes choices there. Let's move on to the biggest surprise of 2020. Now, this could be a game, this could be a player, this could be a moment kind of thing. It's up to us all. Lucas, I want Lucas to go first. He's got a weird smirk on his face. I want him to get it out.
I mean, there's several things you can mention. I mean, you could mention Manchester City not living up to their title expectations of the previous season. You can mention, of course, the first time watching football without any fans. But I think this one is probably pretty obvious. Many saw the downfall of Barcelona happening, but not in this way. The match against Bayern Munich was an astounding shock with the scoreline that occurred.
You ate to be him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt. Don't worry. I'm not taking. Don't worry.
But
I mean, I'm not
another one,
surprised
Andre
we
Pirlo
lost.
becoming Juventus manager after being at the club for 1 week as a U19 coach.
It's a bit of a shock. Waz, you want to go second?
Yeah, mine's a little bit different. I kind of got 2, but yeah, don't worry. I'm not picking Barcelona A2 because I feel like that's been a trend with me, always picking out that performance. No, my biggest surprise is the death of Diego Maradona. I mean, let's be honest. I don't think. I mean, he had health complications, but I didn't think anyone he was gonna die. And then I think at the start of 2020, no one expected football to be shut down because of a pandemic. So that's also there. Football being shut down for a bit. So.
Yeah, I think the global pandemic needs a shout because no one saw that coming, really.
No. So, I mean, it's affected football in so many different ways, and it's just, I mean, at the beginning of 2020, I didn't expect it. Nope. No one did.
Greg, you want to go next?
I was going to finish that up. As the pandemic started to roll, I think it was more expected it was going to get shut down, so.
Yeah, like Lucas was saying, there is lots to talk about. I'm going to go in for a football one, which honestly was crazy watching this match, was Liverpool Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid making that comeback against Liverpool,
Feels
against
good
the
not to be
champions.
the only one.
It wasn't a comeback. They had the advantage before the second
Yeah,
leg.
but I just mean the second leg though. Like, just you're up 2-0 in extra
match, yeah.
time, and they come back and
blew
score
it.
3 goals. It's crazy.
I mean, it was tied on aggregate before they scored the 3 goals, though.
It's okay to be hurt. Just accept it, yeah?
It's
got
okay.
done in by a
It's okay,
midfielder.
your club's bad.
Yeah.
Hey, that midfielder's scoring a lot of goals this season, to be fair.
Rasta, do you want to go next or shall I go next?
I'll go next, man. I ain't picking a moment. I'm picking a team.
Yep.
AC Milan this season. To my knowledge, they're still the only undefeated team left in the top 4 leagues, aren't they?
I'm pretty sure,
Who the fuck saw that coming?
Big
Not
Zlatan
me.
comes back and he's doing the business at 40
honestly,
years old.
That's a good one.
Yeah. My nomination also involves Liverpool. It was the first match day of the Premier League. Liverpool versus Leeds, this newly promoted club coming to Anfield. A 4-3 match. I remember watching this going, what is happening right now? Liverpool look shaky. Leeds look brilliant. Probably my favorite game of 2020 in terms of actual football and goals scored. That was my surprise. Just Leeds coming into the Premier League, just dropping a bomb kind of thing.
And then
Well, I mean,
doing
you can say
nothing.
the same thing with Aston Villa beating Liverpool 7-2. I think no one expected that
Yeah.
one. I think that was the most surprising, actually.
I remember where I was when I just looked at that score and I went, okay, this is wrong. This has to be wrong. Like,
And there's no, I mean, it's probably the best Liverpool defeat there's ever been. Like, it was beautiful to watch.
it was gorgeous, actually.
It was beautiful to watch.
I mean,
I hope it happens more often.
I mean, it was almost as beautiful as the Leipzig game for United when you were in tears on stream. That was beautiful as well.
I mean, to be fair, you guys lost 6-1 to a team that's lower than Aston Villa in the table.
that is true. That is true.
Got anything to say
Let's
about
move on
Wait,
to
one
the
more thing,
90th.
though.
Oh,
What about Matt's prediction for the Premier League for Spurs?
that? Yo, fuck that.
you had them, what, 8th? Like, damn, you're mid-table?
Hey
Oh,
man,
starting to
it's
look
never
more
too.
realistic.
It's never,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
never too late.
they're coming down.
I mean, they're technically
coming
tied
down.
with teams in 9th place right now, so
They're coming
Yeah,
down.
so
Don't worry.
he might be
still
onto
here.
something. He might be onto
Yeah.
something.
Let's move on to the 90th minute team of the year. Now, we are doing a combined team of the year. We're making one starting 11. Are we doing a 4-3-3?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it 4-2.
Yeah.
4-3-3. Goalkeeper, let's start there. I think this should be an easy one. I've got Manuel Neuer in my net.
Yeah, Manuel Neuer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Manuel
He was
Neuer, you're the
he's-
goalkeeper.
He was
some
pretty
reason-
good all year for Bayern.
For some reason,
especially
the
in
best picked Allison, but
Yeah, and then they chose
Yeah,
Neuer as the
fine.
goalkeeper.
Neuer, I mean,
Yeah,
It makes no
weird.
sense.
not in the
Nah.
team of the year, but you're the best
Not,
keeper of the
not
year.
in the 90th minute team of the year. We get it right. Fuck FIFA. 90th
especially
minute.
if you look at the Champions League final, Neuer stood on his head pretty damn well.
Yeah. Left back.
Well, Lucas, let's start off with you.
If you dare, I will come to your house.
Oh, piss off! As
if
if
you dare.
you won't go anywhere, bro. I'll ring the cops up. Don't even, yo. You trying to get that fine?
Just to the fucking
Yeah,
little,
that's right.
your little
Too bad I
snake or
got-
what?
Look, I have a feeling there's one guy you guys are gonna mention. I think there's 2 great nominees for this year at left back. No, maybe I'm I can't be biased with this because both are related to me. I'm gonna pick Robertson.
You have turned your back on Canada,
No,
on
I
your
have
city.
not.
You have abandoned your nationality.
No, I
you
have
disgust
not.
me. You disgust me.
How about you let him explain himself?
You know, he's a disgusting man.
Jesus.
I'm a disgusting man.
Out.
Yeah, disgrace, disgusting, revolting.
Damn. I don't know. I think Robertson, performance-wise, he's been fantastic. Alphonso Davies has been great as well. And I have a feeling my pick is going to lose out in the end here. But I think Robertson, when the pandemic, when the leagues restarted, he's been playing some of his best football I've seen him play in my life. And I think his performances have been fantastic this season. He's been getting better and better defensively, and offensively he's been dangerous constantly, and I've enjoyed watching every single match he's played.
Fair enough. I mean, he's had a pretty good year without a doubt. I think if Alphonso Davies didn't have the year he had, I think Robertson would be in that position.
I still,
but-
living
I
at
think,
this
I still
moment.
think
Mr.
Andy
Alfonso.
Robertson is the best left back in the world. To be honest.
He is, but he has
Oh,
not
yeah.
had the best 2020 in the world.
I think maybe all
how I
around,
would say
Andy
it.
Robertson's a better left back, but I think Alphonso Davies' impact with Bayern this season with the treble, the way he
Yes.
played in the Champions League was surreal.
What he's won this season, Alphonso Davies, I think, has to be the starting left back.
So what if someone, let's say, a player scored 50 goals in a season, but he didn't win anything? Would you not put him in a team of the year?
No, 'cause that's just ridiculous, Lucas. Are you saying Alphonso Davies did not perform well this season? 'Cause
He
was
performed
brilliant
well, but
this year.
let's not forget he was also injured for a couple months of this season as well. That's not his fault of his own, but
Alphonso Davies gets my nomination. I'm pretty sure it was. I already said
Yeah, I'll go
Davies.
Davies.
Greg,
It's a close one, honestly.
Oh,
it is.
piss
It,
off.
it is a close
closer
one.
than you
Andy
guys think,
Robertson.
Don't just go off the hype, bro. Like you want to
Yeah,
talk this
Andy-
season, you gotta give.
I'm not trying to go off the hype. I'm being honest.
Andy
you wanna talk
Robertson
about this season
had won
I mean,
the Prem.
you
with
know how
Liverpool.
much I love Andy Robertson. I literally
You,
call him
you
the
beat
king.
out Manchester
Like-
City, which is crazy for one in terms of beating a team. Captained his team to the Euros is another thing.
Good job, Andy.
He's Andy Robertson. He's honestly been.
So you're going
and
with
like I
Andy
said, he is-
Robertson?
No, I'm going with Alphonso Davies.
Ah.
No.
And Rasta?
Now I want to give a special shout out to someone close to my heart. You know, for coming back after a horrible first half of this fucking year. I gotta give at least a shout out to Jordi Alba, man. We said we were gonna fuck that guy off, and this season the guy got a new hairline, first off. And he came back with that LeBron energy, bro. The guy's fucking sick this season. But unfortunately, this season's been like a couple months, so I can't give it to him.
Are you going for?
But I have to give, like, as good as Robertson was this year, I'd have to give it to Davies.
Alphonso Davies, our hometown hero, gets the starting 11 spot. Congratulations,
Shout out to Jordi
Fonzie.
Alba,
I think it's very close between them, honestly. I mean, Robertson, apparently, he had the third most passes in the final third out of any player. I mean, out of Bruno and De Bruyne in the Prem, so it's crazy.
You know how much I love Andy Robertson.
Yeah.
He is up there for me in the top of the world. But in terms of what they did this season, what they won, I have to give Alphonso Davies a shout here.
Yeah, I think both
Let's move on
choices
to the
would
other
be good,
fullback. Yeah, 100%. Other fullback, right back. I'm going to start it off first because I'm going to give you a bit of love. Trent is my right back of the year.
Trent, yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time finding one that you can choose that had a better season than Trent. I know there are people out there that's going to try to throw Kimmich in there, even though he mostly played as a central midfielder this season.
Shibik is a midfielder.
Yeah, so my choice is Trent as well. And there have been other good right fullbacks this season, but not to the extent that, I mean, Trent, I'm pretty sure, had the second most assists in the Premier League this season, and that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's Trent for me as well.
I think it's Trent
There's
for
a
all
clean
of us.
sweep for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lovely. Center backs. This was a bit difficult. I had a bit of debate going on in my head here.
You're gonna say Handy?
I'll say
Harry
my
Maguire
two.
like last year.
No,
We're gonna say that shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Remember what
my
you guys said to
two. We can debate these two. My two center backs are Virgil van Dijk and Thiago Silva. Bit of interesting shouts there, I gotta be honest. I know.
I mean, Thiago Silva's valid, but I don't think he had a better season than Sergio Ramos.
Yeah. What happened to Sergio Ramos? man?
I just went Thiago Silva because he got to a Champions League final. He performed very well for PSG, and he came to Chelsea, and he made their defensive line so much better in such a quick space of time.
Yeah, but also you have to remember with PSG, unfortunately, their league got cancelled pretty early, and they did not play for a couple months of the season.
I don't know. I was considering Sergio Ramos, but I went. Real Madrid have not had the best 2020 in terms of the second half of the year. They haven't been great. Champions League, they didn't get very close to the final. So I don't know. I struggled with the second one. I mean, Van Dijk for me was brilliant for 3/4 of the year up until his injury. And then, unfortunately, he's off to the side now.
It's a tough one, honestly,
bed.
because I don't think there's been any center back this season that's had a great season for the whole 2020. Whether that's just them having a dip of form or their team having a dip of form, whether they, like Thiago Silva, their league literally got canceled and couldn't play, or with Van Dijk's situation where he was injured for a couple months.
I definitely think David Alaba of Bayern deserves a shout. He's very good for them consistently all year.
Thing is, I don't think, maybe it's because of their high line, but I don't think like defensively Bayern and the team has been superb.
Yeah, there wasn't the most solid, but
they just outscored everyone.
Center back's a bit difficult this year.
Yeah, there's not that much, like, I guess, depth you can say in the center back position as there was, a couple of years ago. So in terms of like overall world class center backs anymore, it seems there's only a certain few.
Is there any? Are we all kind of agreed on at least one center back?
Van Dijk.
I think Van Dijk.
Are we all kind of agreed on Virgil van Dijk?
And Ramos.
You two had
Ramos.
Ramos.
Because you think about it, Ramos did help lead Madrid to a La Liga title, and he was pretty influential not only in the back line but also up front. so I think what are our final conclusions for the two main best center backs this year?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
Sure. I think Van Dijk's a shoe-in. Yeah.
I think
And
Sergio
then
Ramos
beside
should be there.
him,
Yeah, Sergio Ramos.
I choose Sergio
Like
Ramos.
another-
as
The
mine.
way he
Yeah.
the way he led, Madrid to a La Liga title, and he was influential not only in the back line but up front as well, scoring goals.
Scored
A lot
bunch
of goals
penalties,
for a center back.
first half of 2020, Real Madrid and Sergio Ramos had a very, very good year. Second half, they've been a bit shaky, but they are coming back. Thiago Silva, struggled. I gotta be honest. I just tossed a name in there. But
Yeah,
yes,
and
so
Sergio
Virgil
Ramos
van
as
Dijk
well.
and Sergio Ramos.
I mean,
So-
there's been many times where he wasn't in Real Madrid's lineup, and Real Madrid performed extremely poorly without him. Although I don't rate him as high as a defensively wise compared to other defenders, you can't deny the impact he has on his side.
You're still just salty that he hurt Mohamed Salah.
No, I had that opinion before that.
Salt.
Let's move into our 3-man midfield. Also, gotta be honest, I had 2 names and I struggled with a third. I gotta be real with you. Do you want me to go first again?
Look at Waz's smile. No, let him go.
Well, yeah, Waz, go ahead,
He's gonna
Waz.
say something
Oh,
fucking stupid. Oh, great. Here we go.
Well, the first midfielder is without a doubt Kevin De Bruyne. I think he had the best season out of a midfielder without a doubt. I mean, you look at the accolades he won this year. I mean, yeah, he's without a doubt the best midfielder in the world, best all-around midfielder. I love the way he drives at defenses with the ball, the way his long passing is. So it's hard to argue Kevin De Bruyne not being in there. Second, of course, Joshua Kimmich. Insane season with Bayern Munich. He can play, in the midfield at right back, like you said. So very versatile, extremely quick, good passing, can lob a cross from anywhere, it seems. And my third, of course, is Mr. Bruno Fernandes. It's hard to, I mean, you could say Thiago, of course. He had a great season at Bayern and, did not have that impact on Liverpool because of COVID. But I think Bruno, since he stepped on the pitch in the Premier League, he has been extremely influential for Man United. Not just at the penalty spot, but just in general.
I actually saw a stat about Bruno Fernandes this morning, actually. He is the first United player since 1997, I want to say, to have more than 1 goal per game average. He's currently at 1.1 goals per game.
And I have the stat right here. Since making his Premier League debut, Bruno Fernandes has completed more passes ending in the final third than any other player since he started in the Premier League, which was like in February.
Yeah, I mean, for my midfield, I did have Bruno. I couldn't debate Bruno Fernandes. He definitely needed a spot. So did Joshua Kimmich. He definitely needed a spot in this starting 11. He's an absolutely fantastic midfielder. I think he's probably the best in the world for me personally. Third, I had 2 names. First name I had written down, Captain Jay Hendo, because what a year he had. He brought Liverpool some great titles, and he performed brilliantly. When he got injured, Liverpool's performances dropped. But I couldn't put him in the team of the year because talent-wise, like Waz said, Kevin De Bruyne is probably up there with the best midfielder in the world. So my midfield is the same as Waz's: Bruno, Joshua Kimmich, and Kevin De Bruyne.
So I had also De Bruyne and Kimmich, but
And of course, you didn't hate Bruno because you're salty.
no, I sent this
Waz,
back.
he hates you, Waz.
I sent this back in late November to Big Pav because he asked me for his team, for the team of the year. So to him, I actually sent Valverde, who I thought had an incredible season for Real Madrid. What are you looking at me for that?
It's a good shout. I like it. It's different.
Now I don't think he's doing as well in this later half of 2020. I would also consider Thiago, but he was also injured for long portions of the season, unfortunately. Yeah, you can throw it to Bruno as well. I put Valverde a month ago. I won't change what I said because, I don't go back on my word.
So you have Federico Valverde in your starting midfield.
Nothing wrong with that, actually. He's been really good at Real Madrid. I think a lot of people haven't been paying enough attention to him.
No, I
I respect his opinion.
So I agree with Liam and Waz. I think just Bruno came in and he's so influential for Manchester United right now. And just as soon as he came into the Prem, I feel like you just got to give it to him. And then Kevin De Bruyne and Kimmich I think it's pretty obvious for me.
I don't know if I got Federico Valverde, Jesus. Rasta, who you got?
All right. KDB, Thiago, and Kimmich. Those are my 3.
I can respect that, yeah.
Yeah,
I can respect all of your choices,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think ultimately, though, myself, Waz, and Greg, we've got the numbers. So we make up the midfield trio of Kevin De Bruyne, Joshua Kimmich, and Bruno Fernandes.
Kaylee Dixon.
Hey, man. You got correct pronunciation. That's what the 90th minute award
All
is all
right,
about.
so
Prestige.
let's get to attack.
Correct
Lewandowski's already in there.
pronunciation.
Who's beside him?
Can we get a montage of Liam and Waz's pronunciation throughout this year?
That
And just
takes
put
too much
Bruno
work, man.
Fernandes.
Yeah, that's a lot you have to go
Bruno
through, Lucas.
So
Let's
front
go to
three.
the front three.
Yes. I have
Lewandowski's
Lewandowski,
already
Messi,
in there.
Ronaldo.
We all know our starting strikers, Roberto Lewandowski. Love the man. Waz, who do you have on your wings?
I think Messi and Ronaldo. Although I do kind of want to give a shout to Neymar because I think he was really good at PSG. I know that statistics really don't shine as much as Messi and Ronaldo, but I think he was just such an influence for PSG.
Yeah, I have the exact same.
Rasta? You have Messi, Ronaldo?
Yes.
Yeah, I have Messi and Ronaldo. And I agree with Waz, though. It sucks like Neymar can't be in there kind of thing.
I have Messi and Ronaldo, but I think Mane deserves a shout.
I wanted Neymar. I wanted Mbappe even, because PSG were great. But their season did end, so it's Messi and Ronaldo, 100%.
No,
I considered if I could put Mr. Haaland on the wing. I got to be honest. What, Lucas? The guy's incredible. Okay, he was tied with Lewandowski for a while there on goals.
We'll switch into a 4-4-2. Ronaldo and Haaland up front, or Lewandowski and Haaland up front.
Pretty good.
I mean,
Pretty good.
other nominees you could throw into these include Thomas Muller, of course. He deserves a mention
Salah.
for either
Yeah.
forward or
Sadio
midfield.
Mane. Some great moments in football, even though this has been such a weird year in terms of lockdown and breaks and this and that. I mean, the football world was turned on its head. It still is to an
know.
extent. However, it's been a great calendar year of football and moments, and we've definitely enjoyed it.
I mean,
live streaming and covering with podcasts. And
I think the saddest part for me this year was definitely when the Euros got canceled. We all saw it coming, but I just really didn't want it to be canceled. I love international football. But luckily we have it coming back next year with Euro 2020 and 2021.
2021.
You can't just, why can't you just rename that? Yeah. Anyways, I think a lot of people are forgetting we're getting the Olympics. Olympic football. It's sometimes kind of exciting. People always kind of diminish that. And so I would quickly say, apologies if we didn't cover any women's football. We don't watch any. So we don't want to give an opinion on
I
something we don't
watched
watch.
one game this year, but
Yeah. Nothing against
Good
it.
job,
It can be
Lucas. Good
pretty
job.
exciting at times. But yeah.
No,
Yeah, I don't know
ultimately,
anything about it, bro.
ultimately, it's been a great year in terms of football. It's been a great year covering the world of football for the 90th minute. We've loved doing our podcasts, our live streams, talking to you guys, getting involved with the sport and in our viewers. Thank you for a fantastic 2020 with our YouTube subscribers, our TikTok followers. Just the channel growth in general has been fantastic. So thank you to each and every one of you who have followed and subscribed. Thank you for tuning in yet another time here. Remember to hit like. Remember to comment down below. Give us your award winners. Everyone, thank you for a great 2020. Here's to an even better 2021. We will see you in next year.
Stay healthy and stay safe.